Trap music, like, you could really change your life.
Mm-hmm.
Trap music, trap music is the American dream, bro. If we were talking about Yo Gotti, I want to talk about ESTG.
Yeah, you've been listening to him a lot lately.
My favorite rapper of Tuesday.
Favorite rapper of this Tuesday.
Bro, dog, I can't stop listening to this man, bro.
What is it about him?
It's so problematic. I was realizing this when I was explaining it too. Because, like, I love the fact that I feel like he's really about everything he says, which is scary. You know what I mean? Because obviously this nigga be rapping some wild shit. But, yeah, there's just this thing about validity for me, I think. I think when I know what you're about and then I listen to your lyrics and you're rapping about some shit, like, because he be rapping about situations like Young Shiner, like, I work hard as fuck to get here, like, most hated. But when you really have those ops, when you really have those haters, when you really conquered those obstacles, bro, like, that should be hitting hard. That should be motivation. I think it's really motivational for me. Like, it gets me like, it sounded like really like hype, you know?
Yeah. Same reason that I think Griselda strikes such a chord with you, right?
Yeah. I think I do see, like, it's kind of weird because obviously, like, you know, I got a pops or whatever, so, like, that's OG. But, like, you know, like, I think, like, when you see older people in rap, for me at least, you know, because, I mean, I'm sure a lot of y'all music listeners can relate. A lot of my biggest role models in life are musicians. Like, people who, like, I'm not finna model my life pattern for pattern after these dudes, but, like, the way they got to it, the work that they put in, you know, it's motivational. Like, to see someone who really had to do that, that shit gets me lit, bro. That shit's really cool.
No,
bro.
for sure. There is a lot to say about authenticity, and we were kind of talking about it earlier about, like, the value of trap, you know, and of that kind of music, and is there value in this music that might, you know, have, like, a negative message, you know? And what do you think?
Is there value in it? I think it might be, like, so after I asked, I was thinking about it, I think it almost might be the most necessary genre in music. Like, because Adele dropped, right?
Yeah.
That's obviously not our lane, but that single's going to do numbers. That's going to be big. It was relatable. And it provided people with comfort. The same way that trap does, but trap does that times 10 for thousands of kids in the hood that don't have a voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when you take it from that literal perspective and then you expand it and you're like, okay, say you're not from the hood, you could still take from the work ethic, take from the grind, take from them sacrificing, you know what I mean? Because a lot of these niggas is making a lot of money in the streets. You have to walk away from thousands of dollars to go say, let me pivot and hustle in a more smart way. You know, like, that decision making, those sacrifices, like, I don't know, I think the motivation and the voices that they're speaking for and, like, the message that they put out there is veiled in a lot of shit that at, like, surface level may not be good, but has so much value, like, under the surface.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, art, like, it's not like every artist comes from this mold where, oh, you have to draw and write and perfect your craft your whole life and you have to have access to these resources. You know, people are just born as artists and born with, you know, a voice, a story, a skill. And so, like, I think it's just so important that these artists tell their story. You know, regardless of what it is, where you are, you have to be authentic to yourself when creating your art, you know?
That's such a fact, bro. Trap music, like, you could really change your life. Trap music, trap music is the American dream, bro. Anybody could do it. No matter where you from, no matter what your circumstances is, bro, like, you could get a stew, like, you could get a recording, bro, you could just talk your shit about your life.
Yeah.
What's going on in the hood today? Like, what's happening around your block? Like, who you seeing, bro? Even if you're not in it, bro, like, who's big dog? What you seen the moves like OGs making, you know, people just around you, bro. Like, trap music is really observation rap.
Yeah.
You know? And you can expand from that. You see Baby said, I'm sharpening my pen or whatever, you know? But he was able to start just by getting comfortable talking about what he's seen, you know?
Yeah. It's the same with, you brought up Adele. It's like Adele tells stories about her life that people can relate to, and it touches people because they can connect with it. It's the same exact shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it's for us to say what a good life, what a bad, you know, like what the, you know, we don't have to put good and bad value on messages and experiences. You know, as long as somebody can relate to them and gets meaning from them, there's value.
But are we weird?
For what?
Bro, this nigga ESTG said, like, you want to change your life? My best advice, buy a brick of fentanyl. Or some shit like that, bro. Like that, like, you know what I mean? Like, and for me, you know what I mean? I'm like, that's hard. And I take it a different way than if my mom heard that. But is she wrong for taking it the way that she takes it?
No.
Is it the obligation of people to look deeper into these, like, meanings? Because then I think we're talking about a bigger issue. Because why is there, like, such a heavy war on drugs? You know what I mean? Like, you look at, like, what are you really accomplishing? You know what I mean? Like, do you even look at why these people are doing what they're doing, or you just want them behind bars and out of your community? You know, like, it might speak to a bigger issue. Like, trap music really is, I don't know.
And something like that, where it doesn't seem like there could be many redeeming qualities behind something like, you want to get rich, here's what you do, here's the, you know, and then promote something that is dangerous in both, you know, traffic and just usage. But I think where it gets messed up is if someone like your mom heard it, she would not be wrong in thinking, oh, like, this doesn't connect with me, this is against what I believe. But I think she would be wrong if she tried to force others to think like she did. You know what I'm saying?
That frustrates you?
Huh?
I'm a weirdo, and I'm argumentative, and I like for, like, I really crave for people to understand. Like, I want people to feel what I feel in music.
Yeah.
I want to articulate that to other people. I want to be like, you know what I mean? And when people don't get that, it does kind of frustrate me, because I'm like, I hear this beautiful message, and for you to, like, belittle it, like, 'cause it sounds crazy, but it really is. It does sound beautiful to me. What Lil Baby talking about, like, what these niggas that came out the trenches really be talking about, that shit, like, puts a smile on my face, bro. And so many people are just so dismissive of it. Like, that shit's frustrating as fuck, bro.
No, it really is. It really is frustrating.
Because what are you listening to instead?
Okay, but that's what I don't think you can do, because we cannot belittle their music, because it's probably just as beautiful to them and speaks the same message as our music does to us. You know what I mean?